Okay, let's start today's weekly review by looking at the Bitcoin dominance on the weekly chart. Let's see where we are. So, so Bitcoin dominance has been dropping since since the 18th of November. So 18th of November into 25th of November into the 2nd of December. It's all been dropping, dropping, dropping. I think obviously this week will also probably end also red, which means there's more weakness in Bitcoin in terms of the dominance. So I think Bitcoin dominance keeps going down. Potentially, you know, if we put a fib retracement on this from here to here and see where we're likely to get some support. 50% retrace is normally normal. So I think we'll probably get to this point, which is the 618. So the 618 likely, let's put a line there. It's probably where the Bitcoin dominance is going to fall back to. And then at that point, if it doesn't get support there, then it'll be the 50% retrace, which is somewhere around here. So if we put actually, let me just put the fib back on again, the retrace back on again, all the way up to there, and then put two lines in the 50% and that 618. So in between there somewhere is where the Bitcoin dominance will retrace. So there's opportunity for altcoins to still continue to outperform Bitcoin. So that is something worth noting in terms of the altcoin. The altcoin still will do well in terms of performance against Bitcoin. So that's that one. Let's go and look at um, Bitcoin itself. So if we look at the CME people, the big money traders, so big money traders, they closed at 102,435. We currently at 99,907. So, there's definitely a move back to the upside on Monday. Um, so that is good to know. And then if we go into the normal Bitcoin chart that we track, what we can see here is I do expect us to continue to go up because this week is likely going to end like this, triple green, which means there's more upside. So I do expect us to try and go up again and potentially go up to about 110. I think, 110 is possible. Anything between here and there, 110. Anything between this point here, 102,976, and here, if we then get a candle like this, if we then get something like that afterwards, you can expect the following week will come down and then try to bounce back up again to give you a lower high and then continue the journey down. So this setup here, I do expect it to go above it and no exceed. It could be up to 110K. And actually, let's have a look at the liquidation map and see what is going on there. Heat map. So liquidation heat map, Bitcoin, let's look at it on a 24-hour base. So there's enough liquidity for it to go to 102 and even potentially push to 104. Let's look at it for 3. Yeah, so there's liquidity down, there's enough liquidity for us to push. Let's go into the other model. Look at the other model. Yeah, so there's enough liquidity here to push us all the way to even 105, 108. We go for a 3-day. Yeah, so yeah, there is more liquidity up. So we can push all the way up to even 110. As I was saying, 110 is possible. So if we bring it back here, so that means there's more upside on Bitcoin, which means the altcoins can still keep going up. So I think Bitcoin will play around here for another 3 weeks or 2 weeks. Let's call it 2 weeks. So next week we'll have another candle, which will start from the 9th, and then we'll have another one from the 16th, all potentially being around this box here, around this box, all in that box here. Our prices in that box. And then after that, I think the last week, 23rd, towards the end of 20, towards that week, that beginning of the 23rd onwards, it's a risky time in terms of performance, and we can definitely expect some price action downwards, back to maybe about 80K, 85K, between 70K and 85K. Um, I think there's an opportunity there. Hello, George. Oh, yeah. Hello, George. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. Um, so I think, yeah, I think in the next 2 weeks, we still have some more upside in the next 2 weeks or so, more upside. And then after that, we can then expect a good pullback, maybe back to the tops here, back to the tops here, or probably slightly here, there, somewhere there. So there's more upside in the next 2 weeks on Bitcoin. I think we'll close triple green on the weekly chart. Oni Kana, can you hear me?
Love and color.
Okay. I think today is just me and you. So
Uh,
Marshall is got an appointment, so he can't make it. So um,
okay.
yeah, so I think there's more upside on Bitcoin in the coming 2 weeks, which means altcoins will continue to go up. If we go and then have a look at some of our favorite coins, tier BTC chart. Uh, so tier BTC chart, what we've got is we still have a triple green so far. And even if this becomes red, it doesn't matter so long as the MACD stays green, then that's
Hmm.
fine. We still have more upside. So Tier would definitely outperform Bitcoin. And also, interesting enough as well, we are forming a divergence on the weekly chart. So if you see here, the low is 762 on this one, and the low on this one
Hmm.
is 757. So we've gone lower than the previous week's price, and the RSI is still up. The RSI is higher. So if I put this here on here, and you go and see that the RSI reading, sorry, the RSI reading for here is 46.65. The RSI reading is 46.95. So it's higher. That's a divergence on the weekly chart, which suggests higher prices, not lower prices on against Bitcoin. So TIA is definitely going to outperform Bitcoin in the coming week, definitely. So I think we can expect another big candle, to take us probably this candle here becomes the area of interest. This candle and this candle. So we've got that one there, which is 1081. So let's see, 1081 times Bitcoin's price, 0.0000 1081 times the price of Bitcoin, which is what, 99, I think it's 99, call it 99,000 or 99,500. Oh, what did I do wrong?
That's 10.7.
That's 10.7, yeah. So 10.7. So we're talking 10.7 as a target, potential target, initial target on tier. So if we bring it back to the normal chart, then 10.7 will put us 10.7 puts us in between this gap here, the 50% and the 618. So which I think is right. So 10.7, which is the base of this, or the middle of that candle there, that candle here, this candle becomes the new interest. So yeah, 10.7 is somewhere here. So we can move our line somewhere there. 10.7 there. So 10.7, anything above that, and I think we can get more than 10.7. I think we will get higher. I think we will try to go and hit the 50%. So what I've done is I've put a fib retracement from the peak price down to the low, and normally you get 50% retrace of the move, 50%.
Mhm.
So even if you decide to bring the fib retracement all the way to this where we fell to, which is here, 50% is sitting around $12.
Mm.
Again, it lines up with this particular candle here, the area
Yeah.
of interest candle. So most traders use this kind of retracement to gauge where price will likely people will try to attempt to go for. So like here, when we started going up, the first price of interest was here, which was 740. And guess what? We blasted through that slightly, right?
Mhm.
And we had a pullback back to test that same line, which was 740. So this is what 724, slightly below it. 735 was the line, and we went slightly below it to test it, then closed above it. So continuation, right?
Yeah.
So it's likely that we will go for this one. We will go for it and then close above it, close maybe in the middle. This is why I'm saying like $11 seems to be a beautiful place to take profit. So at least you don't miss it. $11. It could go all the way up to 11.50. Um, could do that, or even try to go for the 50%, which is $12. Um, so I think yeah, there's some opportunities there. There's some opportunities there for us to make some money on tier
Yeah.
in the coming week, I think. So tier definitely goes up next week. We might have a bit of a dump uh, into early morning tomorrow. Because
Monday morning.
like yeah, if you go into the 4 hour chart, right, and you look at the 4 hour chart, which is lower time frame anyway, you know, we've got so what we've done here is if you look at this, there are some divergences at play. If you look at this RSI peak compared to the price here and here, there's a divergence on the RSI. There's divergence also on the MACD. So consequently, price falls down. Um, so and we've only just got one triple green. Normally, okay, if you say this is even one level rise, one level drop, this is two, and there's a third one left. So it could come a little bit more down um, before we kind of start going up. Uh, if we go and look at the liquidation heat map on tier, what you can see is there's some liquidity down here which they can decide to go for first. So they could even eat it all the way up to 750. Or
That's a lot.
yeah, they could eat it all the way to 750, and then push it all the way back up. If we go for 12 hours, which is more realistic, see, there's a big liquidity sitting here, right? So possible. It doesn't mean they will come for it. It doesn't mean they will come for it, but based on the chart, even if you go to like 1 hour chart and you look at it, so we've been falling and falling. We've kind of hit the 200 moving average. Okay, try to break, rejected above it, closed above it, go down again, rejected, try to go back, rejected. And if we reject again here, then that'll be the end of it. If we're able to hold the 200 moving average, close the next hour above it,
Mm.
then that'll be it. It will be going up from here. If uh, we go to 15 minutes, I like 15 minutes sometimes because it's quite good for uh, you know, counting your levels. You can get them quite clean. So if we make the MACD slightly bigger, Then it starts from there. One, that's two. This is too close to this, but yeah, okay. I mean, it's quite a significant. So three and four, and then you've got here five, right? So there's a small five. So it's done, on 15 minutes. We have a W. We formed a W in the 15 minutes. So from here to there, to there, to a lower high. Then we've gone up, and now we kind of forming something of a low. If we form something which is above this peak here, somewhere
Mm-hmm.
here, then that's another lower high, and you're going up. I think that's probably what happens based on the 15 minutes. So, you can see price rejection here, price rejection on this candle. Um,
Yeah.
there's a few bullish candles here as well, which means people are stepping in. Big money is buying some. But we have a W. So, the key is that the W should not break this point. If it breaks this
Mm.
price, which is sitting at 814, then it means there's potentially you have one more big leg to the downside, which will get you into the maybe the low six, the
Low
790,
sevens.
yeah, 790 kind of zone to then give you a sling to the upside. Um, so it's looking good from a 15-minute setup. It's looking good in terms of upside. We just need to make sure it doesn't. Let me put an alert here so that I know when it goes below that point, I know there will be a little bit more downside. Yeah. So that's tier. Um, let's look at render and see what's happening to render. Let me turn this alert off because it keeps or whichever alert it is, keeps burping, making noise. Let me see to load up. Oh, let's turn. Okay, fine. That's fine. Okay, so let's look at render. So render BTC, let's start with the render BTC chart and go to the weekly chart. Coin caused me damage, you know. Okay, so render BTC is still bullish, still looking very bullish because this candle is still green, light bright green, which means there's more upside, which means there's more upside on render, So I think it will outperform Bitcoin in the coming week.
Again,
Yeah.
sorry, the blue one. What did you say it was again? The blue candle.
Yeah, so blue is basically it's also a strong candle, but in terms of volume, this is up to 150K. This is 200 and 200K volume. This is up to 200, above 200K. This is up to 150K,
And 150. Okay.
150K volume. So it's still a strong volume. But sometimes it tells you that if you have a 200 into 150, it tells you there's a pullback coming, right? Because a stronger volume into a weaker volume candle means less people are involved.
Mm.
So
Okay.
it depends on again, it depends on where it forms. Like for example, here you can see here that was the bullish candle, right? Because it went below this one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a bullish candle. So you wouldn't say, oh, actually, because it's a blue candle, it's supposed to go below it, because it's 150,
Yeah.
150K volume is a lot of volume. It's still a lot of volume. But normally, if it's been going up for a while, when you see it, there's a pullback coming. And as you can see into this one, we had a good pullback before going back up. Again, if you look at this one here, you went up, but afterwards you had a pullback back down. So sometimes it can mark the end of a potential warning for the end of the move after it's been going for a while. Like here, this comes up, you go up, but you don't go up a lot. From here is
Mm, okay.
476 to 1245. and after that you correct below it. So you correct below that candle and then continue the journey. So it can be, it depends on where it lights up, which might
Okay.
decide what it's trying to tell you. But it's basically 150K volume, which is a strong volume candle as well. The same as the pink one. If you see the pink one here is also 150K. So it means selling pressure is drying up, right? If you get this one, if you get this deep red one is 200K selling volume. When you get 200K selling volume, you're likely to go lower first. This one is 150, which means selling pressure is drying up. It's also a strong selling candle, but again, it depends on where the move is. It could signal that there will be more selling pressure to go down. Because even when you form this candle, you went up first. So you go up first and then you continue falling, depending on the level where we are, right? So we level one, level two, this is level three. So of course you got to correct properly after that. Yeah.
Well, thanks.
So this one here is looking bullish still. So which means there's more upside on render. So render probably continues to outperform Bitcoin in terms of price action. And if we go back to it and have a look at where is the USD, the normal USD chart, I prefer to use this, where is it? Yeah, this one, because that one has got a lot on it. So I think next week, it's very likely render goes to $13. Very, very likely. It will hit $13 next week. Next week, or over the next 2 weeks, let's call it that way.
2 weeks. Okay.
It will exceed this peak, which is $13.62. So maybe that, render comes all the way to hit my trend line here, which is sitting around $16. $16, $15, $16 actually. It's around $16. So 16.50, somewhere there. So that's the initial line. I think we will get something somewhere here. Somewhere there, around there. So it will hit this initial point. I think when it hits here, it probably will rip through it, go and form a higher figure. And then the last week of December is where it does its proper correction. So the correction will be 50%. So if we say, it hits about $16, let's even use $16, $16, and then the 50% drop brings you back to where we are now, about $7. You come back into about $7 here, somewhere here, $7. That's how bad it can drop when it starts. But then after that, it's going to go way higher. It's going to go way higher than that. So render is also, render is also looking good. Let's look at UMA. UMA pumped and dumped so soon. The pump did not last. There's more to it. There's more coming. But I think, sometimes when these pumps start, we have to shake the unbelievers. The unbelievers will sell their coins cheap, for us, the believers who will enjoy later. So, I think this thing goes up based on the BTC, UMA BTCs. This is a triple green, and it's going to stay the same by midnight. I have no doubt about it, which means there's more further upside coming. So it's going to outperform Bitcoin. So more upside on the USD pair. So if we look at the USD pair, this chart here is a beautiful chart. It's quite beautiful because you fall into a low. You've done one kind of push up here, another one there, corrected, and you're into your third wave. The third wave can be a very, very long wave and very, very big, like this one here. So, we do expect a big candle like that to give us a big boost. So this is 1 week, and then the following week also it will go up. So Into next week, we will go up maybe to, well, I don't know, maybe $7, $6. Then the following week, we go up again, maybe to $10. Then we can correct after that. We can correct 50%, which means we come back to $5, $5 or $4, depending on where it hits. So Uma is still looking good. It's a do nothing at the moment. Yes, you could take the profit, open again, but it's better to forget.
Le
Let it do its magic.
yeah, leverage, right?
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, let it do its magic. There's no need to worry about liquidation. So let it do its magic. At the end, 23rd of December, I'll start looking at where we are and then decide, okay, close the trade, take whatever profit is there. If it hits the target, my initial target is here, $6. I'll take some off. Then I've got the other one around $12 or $10. So depending on where we are, we'll take some off. We'll take some of the money. So Uma
Again,
is,
how does Coinbase, right?
hmm?
Can you do leveraging on Coinbase though?
No. So this is just
No.
it's just a
Sorry?
chart. It's just a Coinbase chart. That's all.
Oh, okay.
So the data feed is from Coinbase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the data feed is from Coinbase. That's all it's saying.
Mm.
Yeah. Let's look at a few more. So smoking chicken fish. Smoking chicken fish is going to go up some more. Weekly chart. We'll close the week triple
Yes.
green. We're going to close triple green on the weekly chart. So maybe there's a small pullback, you know, at midnight, a small pullback, to maybe worst case scenario somewhere there, 4-4, somewhere around 4-4 will be your support zone. It may not even get there. It may just get somewhere here, 4-7, 4-6. If we go to a lower time frame, then we'll be able to know where that pullback will come to. This candle is the area of interest currently on that 1 hour chart. So I won't be surprised if we test somewhere here 4851. Yes, 4851 or the middle of it, slightly in the middle, 4-6, worst case scenario. So at the bottom of the candle, so which is the 4-4. So after that, it goes up again. It will go up some more. There's plenty of upside. If we bring it to the daily chart, this thing is just about to explode. It's just about to explode. So, and go. So the next target on this is 0.1. It's here. That's the next target. That's where it will be. It will be by 23rd of December. I think we probably will be somewhere around this point here. This candle will be an area of interest. Currently, this
Mm.
candle is the interest area. So 0.7 to that. And then once we hit that side, this becomes
Then
your area of interest for the next candle. I mean, it could be that these two candles here as well, these two candles. So 0.99, 0.1,
one.
somewhere there, but it will go way higher than that. So that smoking chicken fish is going to go higher. Let's look at a few more coins and then we will call it. Let's look at PEPE. So PEPE is done exactly what I was expecting it to do. Come and exceed this peak. It's done that. So it's gone higher, 269. This one is going slightly higher. I think PEPE will continue to go higher. It will go higher because the weekly chart, we've only just started. We've only just exceeded this, which means there's plenty. And I think we'll close about outside the KC channel. And when you close outside that, it means there's more action. So I think PEPE will go up a little bit more, maybe to 3-0. I think 3-0 is on the menu, 3-0 to about 3-5, even 3-9. Very possible on the on PEPE. So 3-0, 3-0, somewhere around 3-5, something like that. I think very likely. But Pepe is looking good. Let's look at some other coins that we're interested in. I know, what's his name? Uh,
MOODENG.
Marshall. So
Marshall.
Moonding. So Mooding. Mooding. Um,
MOODENG.
Mooding. uh, I think this one is still triple green on the weekly chart. So there's more upside. I think when we close, there's a potential for us to test the peaks here. There's a potential for a small pullback first. Maximum pullback will
Was
be
there?
here, which will be support. So that will be new support. And then after that, it continues to go up and it will break the top. The next 2 weeks will break the top, will go higher than that. So weekly chart is looking good. Daily chart, um, we've had a stopping candle there. We pulled back, tried to go, couldn't go, and now we're coming down. I think, yeah. So between this and this candle is the interest controlling candle. So I think there is the potential that we touch the bottom here
Mm.
somewhere there. So I might just bring this here. We touch the bottom of that candle. That will also line up with a 200 moving average, a 50-day moving average as well. Um, and then I've got a trend line from the bottom here, cutting across here, cuts across there. So even if it comes anywhere, it will come and rest on the trend line and continue going up. So trend line is sitting around 3029, something like that. Um, but yeah, I think there's definitely more action here, plenty of it. Because the divergences we form is on the daily chart. This is one peak high. This didn't go higher. Normally, you're going to get three of those. So there's plenty of it to come. More upside on this one. Um, so that's Moonding. Mooding. Um, let's look at dot, dot, polka dot. So,
Mm.
so polka dot is testing the peaks of the previous high. It's almost there, $11. Polka dot will go higher. We will close this outside the KC channel. KC channel is sitting at 929.7. We are 10, yeah. So we definitely will close above the KC channel, which means more price action, means we're going higher. So it will go higher. This candle color is 150 volume, so still a strong volume, but I think at close we will pull back down a bit, maybe to the bottom here, somewhere there,
Okay.
and then continue going up. So that one is, so that one has got some more action. Fat coin. I was talking to, is it you? I said fat coin is going to go up yesterday, actually. No, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, I did say to you and my brother, fat coin is ready to go up. And yeah, there we go. It's going to go up and go and exceed the previous peak. It's going to go up. And so we from 0.27 to 4. It's already done 36%. Yeah, so yeah, this is going to go higher. It's going to go way higher and exceed the previous peak. See these candles here. This candle is a controlling candle. So we will have to go above that candle. So there's plenty of movement on fat coin to the upside as well. Um, Let me look at ARPA, see what's going on with ARPA because ARPA can pump as well. Yeah, this is also going to go up. This is going to go up. 0.07, I think ARPA hits at the very least here, which is
Yeah.
11.
The
Yeah.
volumes look so low. Or is it?
Yeah, you see, this coin is a pump coin, right? So when the pump comes, you see, these are the big volumes, right? These are the
Yeah.
big ones. So when the pump comes, it's big, and there's definitely one coming like that.
Okay.
So you're going to get one of those coming, which will push it all the way, and it can go all the way up to here, 14. So double what the double top or something like that from 0.07. I think it can do that. These pumps are very big. You see the candles when they come, they are huge, but they sell off very quickly.
Yeah.
So if you go to the daily chart, it will be a number of days, 3 days probably. So if we go and look at the previous pump that came, this was the last one we had, right? So you had one, it was just one day. So one
Mm.
day it moved from 0.07 to 4. One day it pumped 100%, literally. 0.764 to 14.50. That's almost double candle, double price. Then after that, of course, there's a lot of sell pressure because people take their money quickly. Then it falls
Yeah.
down. So this one is quite a good one to short when it pumps. But if you don't take the short at the wrong time too, you can be liquidated, right? So if you took it here, you have to. That's why 5% initial 5%. Then you don't add. If it goes like you added at 12, goes to 14, you add another 5% and you don't add anymore. Then you just sit on the sideline and it will come all the way down back to the 50-day moving average. Normally that's what happens. So this could be a good coin for pump and dump. It's a pump and dump coin, literally. It's good. You can, if you see the pump coming, you can take it. Like now I see the pump is coming. So you buy it and then you take your profit at the top, 11, 12, and then open a short and then bring it down. But we're already in the trade, so we can't take this one.
Yeah.
Um, let's look at there wasn't any coins, anything I wanted, anything else of interest to. Uh, let's look at Ondo. Ondo is also looking good, but Ondo is already pumped, and Ondo we were talking about it from here. I knew it was going to go and exceed the top,
Be gone.
and that's exactly what it's gone, literally gone.
Yeah.
It did a what, how many, 60%, a 60, 70% pump from the point when we started talking about it.
Yeah.
So that one was a good one. Fortunately, I didn't trade this one. And then optimism, let's look at optimism quickly. So optimism is going to go down based on this daily chart. Yeah, it's going to pull down back at the very least to somewhere here. Very least. I mean, the area of interest candle is this candle here, this body here. So there's a pullback on it. You can see there's a divergence here on MACD. There's divergence also on RSI here. So here, there's a divergence there. So I think optimism potentially pulls down a little bit, but not by much. Because the weekly chart is still very, very bullish. Still very bullish, but I think there'll be a pullback back to the tops here at the very least. Back to the tops, the 220. Because now it's getting weak. The move is getting weak.
Yeah.
150, 150. This is 200, 150, 150. Tells us it's getting weak. They move to the upside. Unless this changes back to green like this, then the move is out. It's getting weak. So optimism has a bit of a pullback on it before continues going up. Goat. Goat was looking good, and I think it's still looking okay. If the week ends like this, triple red, then there's potential for gold to come down some more. We go to 12 hours and see. So we have our bullish candle here, and I think a retest of that bullish candle is in order. A retest of it, about 50% of it is in order before it goes up. So there'll be a retest, but it will go up. There's more upside. There's a big upside on gold coming as well. What other coin do we want to have? Linux, maybe. Look at weekly chart. Linux is bullish, very bullish. I mean, it went boom to 12, doing a pullback. I think the pullback can come all the way down to this point here, around 079. Can pull back all the way there before we continue going up again. But there's more upside, plenty of it on this one as well.
Interesting coin.
What do you want to look at? Suku. Suku is pumping.
Suku, yeah.
Suku is pumping. It's going to pump higher. Again, this is a pump coin. So normally when it starts pump, it pumps like 3 days, 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. Will be pumping. So Suku could be going. We could be having something like this: one week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be 4. So it could go all the way up to here initially, but ultimately it's gunning for this. That's what it's gunning for. 0.3. Sometimes I wonder why I didn't buy Suku. I didn't buy a million tokens of Suku at 0.06. You know, I should have bought a million of those instead of buying a million of Mubi. This I should have bought a million. I should have bought a million of this actually.
Yeah, I mean, I just have a few tokens, but
Yeah, that would have been beautiful. Uh, I think
I
yeah.
can because I can say from it's gone up 30%
From
from
here.
when I bought it.
All right, that's beautiful. Yes, yeah, that's good. Yeah, it will go way higher. I mean, it was around here. I was playing. I saw it. I saw it. No, I didn't see it. I saw it, and then I was like, okay, now I'll go for movie instead. Done 147%, 0.06. So that's a 1x. That's 1.4x of your money.
Yeah. For me, I didn't get in at 0.06. I got in at around 0.09.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
So,
That's still not.
yeah.
You're sitting on some good cushion, some 30% profit, which is
Yeah.
not bad. It'll go higher. It'll go way higher. You'll get 0.5 on it. You may even go to $1. So
Should be good.
yeah, by April, I think we'll be somewhere there. I think that's all really. I don't I don't think there's any other coins that I wanted to flag up. Yeah, these dips are very, very opportunity to,
Load up.
load up. Yeah, reload. Like Uma, like this mini four we had at the, it pumped to what, 4-4, and now guess what? You've got a bullish candle right there. That's a bullish candle right there. So, you know, it's gonna go back up again. And 1 hour, yeah, so 1 hour, yeah, triple red, so we've come down below it. By 8 o'clock, I think this will still be red, and this will be red, and this will be green. And then after that, it will probably go straight back up because 15 minutes, if this sticks, and again, you need confirmation, we've got a bullish candle divergence. So divergence in play on 15 minutes and 5 minutes, you would have got one level drop. That's two. And always the two, I like to buy the two. So I'll buy the two on 5 minutes when you're in an uptrend. So this is a bullish candle here. I would expect we'll retest it to retest somewhere here. So I could pick up some more there.
At 3.9.
Yeah, 3.96. 3.96 will retest that zone. And then, man could pick some more.
Yeah. It's currently 3.99.
Yeah, it will come back down. It will come back down to that zone. So it'll be good to pick maybe some top up, top the account up, top some more up because there's more upside. So, but ultimately, I think, we could get another leg to the downside around 390. We could get that because this whole move right here is one. This whole move is one. From here to here is one. And then from here to there is another one. So, and then this is going to cross and push price down, this 20, and then the 21 will also cross. So it will bounce in between here for until all these cross happen. Then it can continue to go up again. Okay, I think that's all we will cover in terms of coins for the recording.
Mm.
So
Okay.
let me just stop recording.